here, Betsy Kehoe from the Kehoe team at Keller Williams Realty. Hope that you're all doing well. For this month's interview, in our interview series, we thought we'd do something a little different and have a live interview with a local owner, a retail shop owner in Groton, whom we interviewed last year, actually. It's been that long. And so we have with us today Tracey Smith, who owns FACETSetc in Groton. Hey, Tracey.
Hi, Betsy. How are you?
Oh, just awesome. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Strange times for sure. You know, this is our first attempt at doing this, and we thought it would be interesting to kind of circle back and see how this crazy time has impacted you. But you know, I just wanted to talk to you like more on a personal note before we get to that. I mean, we're going into 5 months of this, and it certainly had an impact on all of us. You know, family, friends, in particular, staying in contact with people. I know it's definitely impacting students all the way around. So I know one of the things that I found is there was certainly some self-reflection during this time. So some good things definitely came of this, but one of the things I realized that was particularly important during this time is the support of local businesses who depend so much on us. So, you know, coming back to you, love to find out, you know, at the beginning of this, when this initially happened, what was shopping like at FACETSetc?
Well, I mean, things slowly declined as, you know, until the governor made the announcement to shut down. So once that happened, you know, I think it was time to just dig deep a little bit and be creative, which was challenging and good. A lot of silver linings, actually. So so personally, when we had to shut down to the public, it was I just turned to social media. So, you know, thankfully I had a base in social media on Facebook and Instagram. So I just started posting photos of items in the store, and I have about 3,000 items here in the store, so that was not a problem. I just posted, put prices out, and, you know, just kind of did a regular thing. I think customer service was huge too at that time to offer. I did home delivery, I offered curbside pickup. I was able to do everything remotely, so nobody even had to get out of their house if they didn't want to. So so it actually was really, people were very supportive, and I felt I had a lot of support. So I just, you know, kind of muddled through that way. And it was a silver lining, because I think the reality is people want to see not only pictures, but prices and descriptions of items so that they know whether or not it's something they can afford or is in their price range for what they're thinking. And it's something that I'm still doing, actually, even today. Not everybody's comfortable leaving the house still, so I'm still offering shipping, curbside, you know, anything that a customer needs, really.
That is so awesome, because personally speaking, regardless of the climate out there, shopping, in my opinion, is really good for the soul. I've always been a huge proponent. And I think, you know, for a lot of people, especially if kids are going to be home, I think so much more is done online. I think that's where we were headed anyways. But something to be said for the in-shopping experience, of course. I mean, your store is incredible. And if you wouldn't mind, for people that weren't able to see our original interview, which, by the way, you can see at thekehoeteam.com, which has some beautiful pictures when I did the live interview with Tracey. Tracey, if you can just say a little bit about what you have in your store, because I know you have a beautiful picture behind you, but if you can just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's jewelry and artisan gifts. Most of the artisans that I have are from the New England area, or at least the Northeast. And I also offer a few services: jewelry repair, restoration, custom design, watch repair, things like that. So I really have a little bit of everything. A lot of jewelry, but also glassware, pottery, cards, chocolate, candles, soaps, you know, just a little bit of everything, really. It's a great place to just, if you want to get a little time out of the house and have some fun looking around, there's a lot of little treasures in here.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I've been shopping there for years, and what's great too is that Tracey offers a wonderful gift wrapping, which a lot of times we're on the run, and like gift bags, whatever you want. And honestly, it is a time saver. You have the card, you can write it in your car and just be on your way.
Yeah.
So I definitely availed myself of the curbside option by getting this beautiful Julie, this
Yeah.
beautiful stone neck.
Beautiful.
I love this. Love it, love it, love it. So, but since then, certainly there's been a little bit of a reprieve for you. So what does shopping look like now at Facets?
Well, I mean, other than having to wear a mask, it's really resumed. I don't want to say back to normal, but people are getting out again, and it's really nice to see people coming in the store.
Mm-hmm.
I did invest in an air purification system for the store, which actually turns the air around twice each day within the store.
Mm-hmm.
Because of my square footage, I can have up to 8 people in here. So, and I never really have crowds, so it's really wonderful.
Right.
Just, a lot of times there's only 1 or 2 other people in the store at one time. So, and I do offer shipping. Like you said, I do the custom packaging, curbside. I'm just really trying to be accessible to people and have, any option available for them that they would like.
That's great. You've covered all the bases. And what's particularly nice too, I mean, we talk about the supportive community, which in my mind is just essential, especially in small towns like this. So what you're doing too is supporting the community by supporting local artisans who have a lot of their crafts there.
Yep.
Artwork, jewelry, and things like that. So that's just wonderful in the store. It's like a boutique store for those of you who might not have been in there. And it's wonderful. And so it's great that you're so accessible now. So do you find that people will call you in advance, people that might be more concerned with the numbers in there, or do you still find that people just are walking in and they're prepared to whatever is in there?
I mean, a little bit of both. I still have, first of all, if somebody sees something that they like on Facebook or Instagram and they call, I can just process right there over the credit card over the computer. So they don't even have to come in. So it's really a little bit of everything, whatever people are comfortable with, and everybody has a different situation and a different circumstance. So, my role is really to just be there in case if they need a gift shipped to Tennessee because their mother lives in Tennessee, I can do that. So it's really been, I feel so much support from the local community. I am so thankful, and I'm just grateful that I can be part of this town and this community because it really means a lot, and I feel people giving back, and I want to be able to help as well.
Oh, that's just a wonderful service that you provide because, like I said, even before this, I mean, I love coming into the shop. Time is different now, how we strategize our days. So in the, likely event that we can't get to the store, that option is great. And unfortunately, that's kind of where a lot of this is headed, as I said before. I mean, having teenagers, I mean, you cannot try things on right now in stores. So a lot is, which is very unique. So there's a lot of online ordering and there's risks and returns, but with yours, and by the way, your photography is amazing. The colors and everything, which really showcases. No, you can tell, and it's great because it's very celebratory. A lot of what you post, engagements, birthdays, and things like that. And more often than not, back in the day, you'd give a check or something, and now you can do something very sentimental.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's jewelry is really fun, and so are gifts. I mean, let's face it, everybody loves to get a gift. So it's a feel good sort of store, and I've had a lot of people who have even just said it's nice to get out someplace and look around, and if you need 15 minutes to yourself to just poke around and look at beautiful things, I'm open. It's
so great. So why don't you, again, some people might be more familiar with the hours, but first, why don't we start by what is your physical address?
It's 30A Hollis Street in Groton.
Okay. And what are your hours right now with the pandemic?
Weekdays, I'm open 10 to 5:30. Saturday, I'm open from 10 to 5, and I'm closed on Sunday.
Okay. And I know I'd asked you this before in the last interview, and hopefully you remember. Do you remember what how they can find you on social media, like with Facebook?
Yes. So I'm on Facebook at FACETSetc. I'm on Instagram, which is Facets of Groton. And then my website is FACETSetc.com.
Oh, that's great. You did that. You rolled that right off.
I know. I got that down.
And if somebody is like, okay, I want to give her a buzz, how do they reach you?
They can call me at 978-449-9600.
Oh, that's great. Is there anything that you'd like to add about your store? I mean, I definitely suggest people do, when they have an opportunity, since we are spending more time in front of our computers to check
Yeah.
out the initial interview, because we have some wonderful photos. That the photo behind Tracey's good, but it doesn't do it justice for the small space she has. It has absolutely everything you could possibly want.
Yeah.
And if it's not there, chances are you can ask
I
Tracey
can
to
find
get
it.
it for you.
Right. Right.
She
right.
does. And I think one of the important things that Tracey does is the jewelry repair is huge, because I think that's one of those things like a cobbler. I mean, finding somebody that uniquely can do that without having to go into Boston, although I know you might send some of your things out.
Yeah.
It's unique that you can do that.
Well, I can offer all kinds of repair, even costume jewelry, which a lot of times it's hard to find somebody that can repair,
Sure.
you know, costume or silver. But I can do fine jewelry repairs, watch repairs, refurbishings. I work with old jewelry, new jewelry, really everything. It's a nice service to offer, because, you know, like you said, if I can't do it here, I'm certain I have either artisans or you know, vendors that can do it for me. So, and I'm happy to search it out.
That's great. Well, thanks so much for meeting with me.
you.
Again, I feel like it was yesterday, but I think what's
No.
really important, the takeaway is, I mean, we don't know. I mean, there's so much uncertainty every day, and we're
Yeah.
always reading what's happening in the news, what's happening locally with schools and
Yeah.
shopping
Yeah.
and essential workers and things like that. So it's good to know that, gosh, I don't even want to jinx anything, that if there were any type of setbacks, that you would be sustained by all this extra
Yeah.
social media work that you've done that will allow people to stay connected. Because I think
Right.
in a time like this, thankfully we have Zoom. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this and
I know.
keep in touch with family, friends, clients,
Exactly.
things like that.
Yeah.
Because it can be a lonely time for some, that don't have that support system. So,
Well, we don't know what the fall is going to bring. We don't know what the future holds, but you know, I'm definitely here to be creative and help however I can. So if somebody reaches out, I know I can help them.
well, this is great. I mean, I love that I've had to dig deep. Geez, I mean, just,
True.
I mean, little things that I've done in the spare time that we now have a lot of, better health. Hopefully
Yeah.
that'll continue on. Who knows?
Yeah.
Is there anything special that you've done in your downtime or your free time since the
Well,
pandemic?
I've taken a lot of pictures. That's what I did in my downtime during this whole thing. But other than that, you know, painted some rooms in my home and things like that.
Nice.
Big projects, you know.
That's huge though. I mean, I can do you do it? Do you cut or do you actually freehand? Like I have to use the blue tape.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm not artistic at all. No, that's awesome. Well, it sounds like it's productive, and so glad that that
Yeah.
you're doing well. I mean, you've been a mainstay in Groton for many years, and
Thank you.
yeah, and
Thank you.
I know this is going to continue. So thanks so much for taking the time, and I hope you all will
Thank you.
check out the website again, just to check out the original interview, and continue to hope that you guys are being safe. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Betsy.
Thanks so
Appreciate
much, Tracey. Really appreciate it.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.